position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bruins will put toe to leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He lost one down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. And he rollers over the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pratt. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the UCLA Bruins offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the...
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back back to pass. Here's the pressure. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Nice move to keep running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
And the Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They try to get it outside on the left. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The snap sets up to throw. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. Splits the uprights. Good. They're up by a touchdown here in the first. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Puts it out of the air. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The run from the shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Fires left. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Try to get it to the edge. Makes it past the marker. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll run play action. He slings it deep to the left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pratt. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll try the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The pitch to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working the middle. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Buckeyes are on the move. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one.
Just keeps moving. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Fires to the big fella. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. The sure hands. It's Lockhart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and long. Try to convert through the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Look out, he's got room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The play action fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 13 to Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Setting up the screen. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Spits it out to the back. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Lockhart. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Release to the back. Working that left side now. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Finding open areas. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Motion from the back. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking down the middle. Finds his man. It's Lockhart. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9. The Bruins will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead. It's 4th down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Runs through a tackle. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add exploring the board with that chip to the house. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Louisiana Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Hauls it in. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes a grab deep. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And how about the communication by the big fellas up front? Picking up that blitz, QB wasn't even close to being touched. That was as pristine a pocket as you will see.
Oh, he's got some space. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They'll give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds a little space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Back to pass. He's got his man. Snowed under by the defense. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. It's a running room. The tap. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. The give to the single back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're working that left side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
2nd down.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sets up the screen. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. He'll take another shot here. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get them. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Barrels ahead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And they'll come to the line and try to draw it a little bit closer on third and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to pound their way in. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a man on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He'll go to the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pratt. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Got his man. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Here's a heat. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On fourth down, looking to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try the toss to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Pulls it in. It's Lockhart. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Morrison. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The quarterback goes down. The defense bringing the heat on 4th down to force the turnover on downs. There is a flag on the field, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's against the offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that we're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.